everyone, to a Comcast Sportsnet special, We Are Good, presented by Feldco. I'm Kelly Crawl. What a thrilling season it has been. The Cubs have clinched a playoff berth for the first time since 2008, all under the helm of Joe Maddon. And we've got to witness the big league debuts of Chris Bryant, Addison Russell, Kyle Schwarber, not to mention the emergence of a dynamic ace in Jake Arrieta, who won 20 games this season, a feat that hadn't been done since 2001 when John Lieber did it. So the party will continue, and that's something Wrigleyville has been waiting on for quite a while.
Well, it is pretty crazy to see the plan come together in this way. I mean, it feels great. I mean, it's always kind of the way we looked at it. I think a lot of people would say maybe a year earlier than we expected. But no, it's fabulous. It's all good.
This is better than I expected. And this is just the beginning. So we have a lot of work to do, but we're enjoying this one like it's going to be our last one. You never know when you can do this again. So we got to have a good time.
It's hard to put into words what this year has been for me. I mean, I've had a lot of fun with it. It's gone by way too quick, so I'm very thankful for the Cubs and what they've done for me, and I'm just happy to be here and be contributing to this.
It's always fun to do this, especially with a group of guys you really care about. It makes it that much more special. Families out here, fans still in the stadium. Special moment for us.
It's a special moment, but not everybody gets to get there. Have fun and, you know, take it all in. These fans have been amazing. The atmosphere here is really electric night in and night out. It's a fun city to be doing this in.
It's a special day, so you gotta enjoy much as you can, and you know, it's not many times that in your career that you got an opportunity to celebrate it. Today is special, so you gotta celebrate hard, I guess.
So we got a lot of work left. Trust me, our guys will be ready for the next week and what happens after that. Pretty phenomenal. Last, I don't know how many ever months I've been involved in on this earth.
A lot goes into players' walk-up songs, and as many know, it can sometimes get this crowd here at Wrigley going as much as their results. So how do they pick the songs? Why do they pick the tunes they pick? The Cubs players weigh in on the hits before they hit.
We all love music. I think everybody loves music. So when you get to hear somebody's cool walk-up music, one, it says a lot about their personality, and two, it's fun for us in the dugout, or, you know, when I hear songs now, even on the radio, like, oh, there's Rizzo's walk song, or there, you know, there's Addie's walk-up song. So it's pretty cool. It just is like they're your little staple, or your little signature move in baseball, I guess.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I keep mine the same the whole year, but I think it's something that's not too popular, that gets you pumped for your at-bat or for your inning, your pitching, or your start. But you know, a lot of guys change theirs here and there. I keep mine the same all year long, but we have some pretty good ones on the team, I think.
You listen to your iPod, or you know, you're just sitting there listening to music. You're like, oh, this could be a really good walk-up song for when I go up to the plate. It's just something that relaxes you, something that gets you fired up. You know, whatever works for that person. You know, it just kind of hits you when you're listening to your music.
Definitely Rizzo's walk-up music is more house music, upbeat, poppy feel, great women vocalist on there, you know, and it sounds good, and he rocks it pretty well.
Whoever knows me knows I like a lot of different genres of music, but T-Swift Bad Bloods, I think it's a good one.
The crowd gets going with it. You knew that, though.
Of course. We got a lot of guys that have good crowd-pleasing songs.
Rizzo's got a catchy tune, you know. Rizzo's got a catchy tune. I like Hendrix. I like Hamill. I like Mott. I like them all. It's added a different element, I think, to the game. And the fans are cool there because they talk about it a lot, you know. Oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. But, you know, I think the guys got it nailed down pretty good.
Where did Forever Young, when did that come to be for you?
I've always come out to Rob Bass, It Takes Two. It's like one of my favorite songs coming up. And I was riding in the car one day with my wife, and Forever Young came on. I was like, man, I love this song. I cranked it up. And my wife starts laughing. I'm like, what are you laughing at? She was like, that should be your walk-up song, Forever Young. Because I kid about, I'm 12 at heart, really. So I had fun with it, and I'm like, you know what, you're right. So I put it in, and then, you know, I get more compliments about my walk-up song than anything else.
I was going to say, people here so get into it. They're singing when you come to the plate.
I love it. I love it. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel good that it's something that they enjoy, and you know, it actually gives me a little bit of energy when you hear the fans singing or chanting your name or doing something to support you. It really gives you a lot of energy when you're playing. So it's been a treat for me, and I'm having a blast being here.
A lot of people like to put their walk-ups to like what they like to listen to or what they like to jam to or what gets them pumped, you know. Me, I kind of like to have my walk-up like kind of reflect on who I am. I'm kind of like a laid-back guy, you know. It's Vampire by Travel Seed.
I was just going to say, tell the fans what it is, and then where did that song, when did you come across that? How did you know that would be a good fit for you, kind of pump you up as you headed up there?
Yeah, well, the beginning of the song, it kind of starts out, you know, la-da-da, and that part kind of gets me pumped, but the overall genre of reggae, you know, it just keeps me chill, relaxed, and in some ways, you know, it kind of pumps me up, you know.
I kind of had to think a little bit. I usually get mine from movies, and mine actually is from, I think it's Fast and Furious 6. So, so when you're watching movies and stuff like that, you know, they kind of come to you. But you know, in college and stuff, I thought really hard about mine because we didn't change ours in college. So you had yours, you stuck with it the whole year. So, but here you kind of changed a little bit, have some fun with it.
I like slow beat. That's, you know, I walk slow to the plate. I like to collect my thoughts before I go up there. And I was listening to my iPod, and actually one of our players at Indiana had the walk-up song I had, and I was like, man, you know, that's a really good slow, you know, beat, walk-up, collect your thoughts. So I went with Thuggish Ruggish Bone and No Diggity because, you know, it's just slow. It's a jam. You know, people like it. You know, it's good songs.
And he is through 8 with the no-hitter intact. He's flirted with them before. He's a strike away now. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, a no-hitter. Jake Arrieta has just pitched a no-hitter at Dodger Stadium. And Arrieta being mobbed by his teammates. What a great performance by Jake Arrieta.
I think it might even take a while, really, to really truly appreciate it.
This should do it. Baez to Rizzo. Jake Arrieta, a 20-game winner.
You guys go, oh!
For a 20-game winner as he takes the mound for the Cubs here tonight. And he is toying with them right now. 8 batters and 6 strikeouts. Arrieta drives one. Hold that thought. Arrieta's hit it out. A rocket to right center. An opposite field home run for Jake Arrieta. He's pretty good.
What he's done in his second half, I guess, is unparalleled. I mean, I've never seen anything like that. Nobody else has either.
Ravelli did made a comment when I came up to hit, and he's like, man, this guy's the best pitcher in the game by far. And I told him I agree. You know, it's pretty fun.
We Are Good, a celebration of the 2015 Chicago Cubs. We'll be right back. We Are Good, a celebration of the 2015 Chicago Cubs, is brought to you by Feldco. For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866-4... Tomorrow, basketball is back as your Bulls storm the floor in their preseason opener against Milwaukee. It's Jimmy Butler against MCW in a battle of talented backcourts. Bulls versus Bucks, tomorrow at 7 on CSN.
Honda knows just because you're looking for a utility vehicle doesn't always mean you're looking for adventure. You might just be looking for a coffee table. That's why our vehicles come with smartly designed interiors and technology to adapt to just about anything. it's more than just utility. It's modern utility. Nothing compares to a Honda. KBB.com's best value brand.
Welcome back to We Are Good, a celebration of the 2015 Chicago Cubs.
If you look at the team now, Wrigley Field looks different, video boards up.
Yeah.
This is a very young Cubs team. Joe Maddon has come in and said, I don't believe in curses. I don't believe in young guys can't win. What's your take on this team?
Well, I like the club. I guess I'm like everybody else. I didn't think they would gel this quick. I know we had some great players, great athletes in the organization, which we have. But nobody, I don't think nobody in the organization, we said, well, we're going to have a good ball club for years to come. But the guys took off. You know, when they signed Joe to come in and run the ball club, I think he had a taste of what he had down there in Florida. You know, he had a young ball club down there and took them all the way to the World Series, the pennant. And I think with him coming in here to relate to these young individuals and gave them the confidence to play this game of baseball and keep their mind differently, you know, take them away from the baseball game sometime and just let them enjoy life because they're young guys, you know. And I think this is the most important thing. Let the guys have fun. He let the guys have fun, and the guys are having fun now. But I guess you could talk to anybody in the front office here, anybody with the ball club saying we will be fighting for a playoff. Anybody but Rizzo. But because Rizzo said we're going to make the playoff. You remember when he said it? He said we're going to make the playoff this year. But I don't think anybody thought that the club would gel this quick.
If the young kids walked up to you, Joe Maddon walked up, you said, Billy, how do we handle the pressure? Because as soon as we make it, the media starts writing, did you know it's been 107 years? How do you handle the pressure of being a Chicago Cub and trying to win a World Series?
Well, I think the club been under pressure all summer, you know, and they played under pressure, so they're ready to play the game of baseball now. I think you have a different bunch of guys now that don't know about that too much, and they're not concerned about that. They playing great baseball now. If they ask me, they come up to me, ask me, and how you deal with the pressure, I say, you guys been under pressure all summer. You know, you've been playing great baseball. You've been making the plays out there, so just continue doing what you're doing, going out and play great baseball. You can't talk about that now. You can't deal with that now because you have a different bunch of guys here. And I don't think Joe Maddon will let the guys think about that.
Just play.
Just play. Just play the game.
While so much was made on the two new video boards heading into the 2015 season, the old scoreboard is still as much a centerpiece to Wrigley Field as the ivy in the outfield. Luke Stuckmeyer went inside the manually operated landmark and gives us a behind-the-scenes look at one of baseball's most memorable features.
Well, the friendly confines have seen a lot of changes with the 1060 project, and they will have even more over the next couple of years. But one thing that hasn't changed all that much, except for a few coats of paint, is the old scoreboard. And as a kid, I always wanted to go up there, and today is my lucky day. Daryl, how long you been climbing up into this thing?
Scoreboard since 1990. 91, since 91, I'm gonna say 91.
Now, we're here on a hot day.
Oh, yeah.
And I've seen there's no boards open up there. It's going to be brutal up there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Today is real bad. Wherever the temperature's out here, it's 10 degrees hotter inside.
So if it's 90 now,
it's 100 inside.
It's 100 upstairs.
Absolutely.
Is there, you got refreshments up there?
Just water, that's it.
All right, now let's try it. For the record, I'm terrified of heights. Yes, truly. I'm going to think this is the original ladder.
Absolutely.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing.
Oh, I'm in. How bad is it?
103.
103?
Yeah, 103.
Now, what did they do before you had the computer to show the scores? That's mostly so you can put up the scores for the other teams around the league.
Well, we had a sports ticker. It's pretty much like a fax machine, and it printed out every sports event that was going on. So we'd sit in here and have to read through yards and yards of sports, and paper was just flying everywhere. So it was, it was pretty old school. Just trying to filter through all these sports and get baseball scores out in innings, pitching changes. It was hectic.
Schwarber had 3 grand slams in the first inning. We're putting up
We're gonna go over here. Everything's backwards, so we go from right to left in here. So this will be the first inning.
So this would be the first inning.
Right.
So now people out in the stands pregame are thinking, what is going on?
12 runs in the first inning.
I don't have to worry about it falling through, do I? Just push it hard.
Push it in and lock it in.
And then just flip them. That doesn't move.
Sometimes we have to.
There it goes.
We got a few persuaders.
You need a little WD-40 up here.
We got persuaders, though.
Persuaders. There it is. So there's a 12. Now, anybody that's looking out there
and wondering what the heck
see my 12. Who is that for?
It's not. It might be Los Angeles. I think that's L.A.
I just gave L.A. 12. People on the stands are like, what the Dodgers scored 12? Have you ever had a number upside down?
Yeah. But I had a 2 upside down for like 3 innings, and the board was going. So many games were going. I didn't even answer the phone, so I just kept. I'll just get it later. And then I got. Once I answered it, so you had a 2 upside down for like 3 innings straight. If a score comes in for the Sox of Minnesota, you want to just say how it sounds?
Sure.
Be like, Freddie, bottom game, 0, top of the first. But a lot louder.
A lot louder. So communication's like the biggest part of this.
Right. And with all the, with the new system and all this, we can barely hear each other.
With the new sound system.
Right. So I'm constantly saying it over and over. I'll say top, I say top game, they'll say bottom game. I'll say 3 runs, they'll say 5. And sometimes they put them in, so I'd have to go down and check. Second floor, top game, 0, top of the first.
I'm right here, Daryl. You don't need to yell. What do you want? So I need a 0.
The zero's already
Zero's up.
All you have to do is flip zeros around.
Oh, okay. So I just need to put it back to I take this out and give him a blank.
That's the bottom.
So I need this one.
This is the top game, top of the first.
So up here.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm not good at this top. So this is the one where you got
that's right. Yeah, that's the one.
Right? I got to bang it, right?
Bang it, yep. Pop it out.
Put up a 0. Now I got to find this little groove that's up there.
That's right.
I got it, yeah. Oh, you can really pinch your finger there, huh?
That's right, gloves. The mission of glove is the guy that comes up there.
There it is. Is that good, or do I have to flip this so it's up high?
No, that's good. Just like that.
Good enough.
So you mark that off.
Top 4, 0, done.
There you go.
Got the lingo down.
And it's like screaming at these guys, and I get a lot of what, repeat. I'm like screaming at the top of my voice every night.
You haven't lived till you've been in the Wrigley scoreboard. This is really cool. You think this is ever going to change?
No, they said it was a landmark, so.
You're not going anywhere, right?
Yeah, I guess not. Maybe I should get landmark status. I don't know.
There it is. Blue Jays with a 1 spot in the bottom of the first.
Now we have to go back to the National League side for the Mets. They scored a 0, bottom of the first.
Man, this is hard work.
Top game.
Give me your favorite play from working up here that you maybe saw or heard from the scoreboard. Favorite moment.
Oh, Kerry Woods.
Kerry Woods strikeout. You watched Kerry Wood?
Absolutely.
From up here?
Up here, didn't move. No scores getting posted that time.
You just forgot the scores.
It was real slow right now. We watched every pitch.
We are good. A celebration of the 2015 Chicago Cubs. We'll be right back.
No matter how old you are, you never grow out of playing dress up. That's why Zulily offers a variety of styles for girls and women of all ages. Every day, we offer great deals and amazing discoveries on unique items and brands you love. Shop Zulily.com and find something special every day.
Go inside the lives of Chicago's biggest sports stars, only on Inside Look on Comcast Sportsnet. Your questions answered.
I never expected to make any money. I just wanted to break even.
Idols revisited.
We feel that our legacy will live forever.
And the stories behind the headlines revealed.
There's a lot of nice things about playing and being a Blackhawk.
Catch a new interview every month with Inside Look on Comcast Sportsnet. Visit csnchicago.com for listings.
Tomorrow night, turn on CSN for our Cubs playoff preview show. Cap and Holly will break down Wednesday's critical wildcard matchup and look ahead to a potential division series clash with the Cards. The Cubs playoff preview show presented by Feldco. Tomorrow at 10:30 on CSN Chicago. This Wednesday, get ready for the wildcard playoff game with Cap and Holly on Cubs pregame live at 6. Then, after the final out, flip back to CSN for Cubs postgame live. It all starts this Wednesday at 6 on CSN Chicago.
Welcome back to We Are Good, presented by Feldco.
Back on April 18th, Cubs catcher Miguel Montero brought out the hashtag #WeAreGood on Twitter. This following a Starlin Castro walk-off single that put the team above 500 through 10 games. From there, the hashtag took off just like the Cubs did. And it's really become the catchphrase of the season for the team. Miggy and his teammates have the story.
Really, I don't even know how I came up with it, to be honest. I don't really tweet that much, and then when I came here, you know, I see the fans just kind of interacting with them, and it got me addicted to it. So I don't know, for a reason, I think we lost a couple of games, and I just want to kind of give express my emotions and say, you know, it's okay, we're going to lose some games. And I came up with the We Are Good, you know, and I mean, you got people like it, I guess. It's fun to watch it, and it's fun that people actually tweet it back and believe it as well. So it makes me feel proud of myself. I did something good.
We are good, and Miggy nailed it early on. We believed in ourselves, but it was nice that he put it out there, and the city, you know, got behind it, and everybody's loving the We Are Good or We Are Awesome or whatever. You know, he's changed it like 3 times, but yeah, it's cool because we know we're good, and we got a good group of guys. That's the main thing.
It's kind of part of us now. It's part of the team. It's part of us players, and you know, we want to show the fans some you know, some support and some love when we do get on Twitter, and you know, it's just another kind of sign just to, you know, promote the fans and, you know, thank them for coming out.
We say it all the time. I think we even read it on our lineup a couple times. So, but hopefully we can keep with it. Hopefully it's here for a while. But we all have the shirts. We rock it. Yeah, like I said, we'll credit Miggy with that one.
People just making fun of my grammar in Twitter, which is fine. I say, well, you know what? I probably don't write it as good as I speak it.
You just look at his tweets, you know, you'll just crack up because he's the English barrier, you know. But he does a great job on social media. You know, he makes a lot of people smile, and he sends out a lot of funny tweets.
I have fun. I tweet back and probably take a couple minutes to try to understand what I'm trying to say to those guys that are reading it. And but you know, other than that, I mean, people have been pretty nice.
It's kind of the phrase of the year, I guess. It's kind of just what we're, you know, trying to go for.
The motto, do simple better. We are good. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, it's simple. It's easy. Everyone knows what it means.
Whenever we say we are good, it basically means, you know, we're confident. You know, we may be young, but we're confident. We're going to try and get the job done and do the best we can to come out with a W.
Joe Maddon had an impressive group of young talent during his days in Tampa Bay. But in his first year here with the Cubs, he says it's perhaps the best he's seen in his long MLB career. And it's exactly why he says the future is now here in Wrigleyville.
The atmosphere on a nightly basis, for me, is unparalleled. I've been, you know, you talk about New York and Boston in playoff situations and other big market areas. I'm eager to find out or feel what it's like to be in a playoff game here at Wrigley, because even when it's not a playoff situation, it kind of feels that way.
From walk-offs to no-hitters, from debuts to dust-ups, there have been plenty of highlights to cap off a magical season here on the North Side. And as we roll out with some of the best of 2015, we want to thank you for watching this special presentation, We Are Good, presented by Feldco. I'm Kelly Krall. Enjoy.
We saw Dexter tap the Rockies, and the Yips show up in Chicago. Uh-oh. The Wrigley walk-offs began.
Ground ball, base hit, Cubs win!
One by one, the can't-miss kids arrived. There was a first time for everything.
How about that?
It took a calendar month to see Lester locked in. Then came an amazing 1-2 punch.
Oh, they've gone back-to-back.
We saw the bizarre in extras.
Cubs win!
And a 17-0 rocking in Cleveland. We saw the emergence of an ace.
We're looking to create some magic.
And Simon saw a sweep of the Mets.
Arrieta puts one to deep left. Gone! How about that?
Jake powered the Cubs in the crosstown.
And he hits light tower power type line.
Followed by classic midsummer power.
I wasn't really expecting it.
The Ejax era abruptly ended.
Schwarber's done it again!
And the Schwarber game came to be.
Cole Hamels! He is back!
It was a sweep and a no-no, followed by a breakout performance.
Ball game over! Oh, baby, Chris Bryant!
As August arrived, we saw the Cubs catch fire and an escape artist in the sweep of the champs.
Called strike three! Hector Houdini!
We saw an all-star benched.
That ball lined and caught by Russell.
With a new era underway.
This is the play of the year.
Rizzo tackled the tarp while Miggy finished off the crew. And Pedro Strop let it loose.
Wow. Double fist pump.
KB walked off again.
What a way to end the homestand.
And we saw history in Hollywood.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss, a no-hitter. Jake Arrieta has just pitched a no-hitter at Dodger Stadium.
We saw a message in St. Louis.
Addison Russell makes it 8-0.
We saw the slip during the double dip.
Schwarber just ate it around first base.
And a complete performance worthy of a mint.
Called strike three, Cubs win.
The Castro roller coaster got back on track while the new Cubs shortstop thrilled Clark and Addison.
Diving play by Russell. Oh my goodness, what a play that'll end the ball game.
We saw another milestone for the ace.
Jake Arrieta, a 20-game winner.
We saw sweet swinging Billy Williams surpassed.
Chris Bryant with number 26, a new Cubs single-season rookie record.
And We Are Good became a celebration description. One thing is clear.
How far will it go?
Wait till next year might finally be here.
We Are Good, a celebration of the 2015 Chicago Cubs, is brought to you by Feldco. For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866-4FELDCO.
Meet Sharon. She's not just someone who can make a Cancun vacation tax deductible. She's a marketer. And all it took was Constant Contact. Sharon's emails and her fast fingers keep clients flocking back. Try it free at ConstantContact.com.
With NHL Center Ice, you'll never miss out. Catch every and have a front row seat for every moment. With up to 40 out-of-market games a week to choose from, the best of the NHL is right at your fingertips. So you'll be right there when
I can't believe what I'm seeing
happens. NHL Center Ice. The game lives where you do. For a special early bird offer, call 1-800-GET-SPORTS.
Ah, the colorful leaves are falling, and the temperatures will soon follow. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we're all set to help you get your home buttoned up tight for winter. Right now, pick up this portable electric heater from King Electric. It's only $34.99. Save on a 16-pack of Rayovac AA or AAA batteries. Your choice, $5.99. And a 5-window indoor insulator kit from 3M is now just $9.99. Genuine value. That's Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
If you're shopping for a new Subaru, now is the time to buy.
Visit Gerald Subaru today and take advantage of our largest inventory of the year.
But you need to hurry because this selection won't last long. And every Gerald Subaru is backed by a Gerald exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles. Just like summer, this selection won't last long, so visit Gerald Subaru of Naperville today. Or visit us online at GeraldSubaruNaperville.com.